Muggle, the channel's 10 years old now. What do you think about that? He's a little nervous. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I have restarted this video like 20 times. I have no script, no plan. I just figured I would sit down with a little drink and have a little chat with you about the history of the channel. I think the camera's a little off. Let me yeah, that probably made no difference, but all right. At the time of recording this video, this channel is now over a decade old. That's over 10 years of making videos on this channel, which is pretty damn crazy to me. And the one thing that I think has stayed true over the years is that I've never learned how to get a damn haircut. So like a lot of you guys, I've actually been on YouTube as a platform since the very beginning. I'm talking like 06, 07, but like a lot of you, I was a dumb kid that deleted all of that stuff from back then. So unfortunately, that part of my history on the internet has been lost to time. But the cool thing about this channel is that it's pretty much been with me my entire adult life. I made this channel back in 2014, right after my birthday. So if I'm remembering right, that would make me 19. That's a year out of high school. That's me getting my first job. That's me getting my first camera, learning how to make videos, and learning what it is that I even want to do on this channel, which to this day, I'm still kind of figuring that part out. And like many other people, I'm pretty embarrassed about how this channel began. So I started out making these cringy Call of Duty live commentaries where I would just get pissed off and start screaming at the game. And I'm pretty sure I had a bit of a superiority complex because I thought it was so cool doing trick shotting and sniping in the game. Nobody else really did that normally, so that made me special. And meanwhile, my videos are getting 30 views and nobody cares. I spent so many years doing nothing but making these Call of Duty live commentary videos, and a lot of ways I feel a little bit of resentment towards it, but I also think maybe it's the reason that my channel's kind of turned out the way it did. Maybe it's kind of aided in making my channel what it is today. Back in the humble beginnings of this channel, I was working at Target, stocking the shelves before the store would open. So I started listening to gaming podcasts, and then I got another job where I was a delivery driver and I would spend hours in my truck, and I started playing Scott the Woz videos in the background. And then I would get home and maybe watch some Metal Jesus Rocks. And the one thing that all of these guys had in common was that they could share these experiences of all these different game genres and all these different types of games that they played. And I'm thinking to myself, this sounds really cool. All I've been doing is playing Call of Duty. So it was kind of hitting me in two ways. I thought I would really like to experience some different things. And on the other hand, I'm thinking creatively, well, if they're doing this, I can do it too. But not only that, there's so many different things I can do with these types of videos that I couldn't incorporate in a normal live commentary video. So of course, around this time, I'm really getting burnt out with the Call of Duty stuff, but it's still sticking around with me like a virus almost. Like I just can't let it go. And I think this even leads up to maybe into the late 19s, like 2019, 2020, even around then. It's still like a cancer that's kind of lingering. But I think the turning point was around the time that I picked up Apex Legends. Around this time, I'm getting better computer equipment. I'm getting probably better with my editing. So I'm playing this game and I'm thinking to myself after I make this video, I don't want to just show off my experience match to match. I want to share my overall experience about this game and put it in a little package. So eventually I kind of feel like I kind of let the competitive shooter thing go to the wayside. And I think around 2019, 2020 was when I really started to come into my own craft. Is that fair to say? Does that sound right? I'm sorry if my pronunciation is really bad. My mouth is really dry right now. I'll be the guy that didn't play that thing that everybody else knows about. And that's pretty much my experience with just entertainment and media in general. If you ask me to quote a movie or a song or a favorite band name or something, I can't do it. I'm really bad with that stuff. But with video games, it was a little bit different because I was like, this is all I spend my time doing, but all I know is Call of Duty. Man, I'm missing out. So eventually I start branching out and trying these different games, and then I start incorporating my friends in these videos. So I'm getting all of these new experiences from all these different games, and I'm also just having fun in a new way, in a new creative outlet. And something that I really love and that I'm really proud about the videos that I've made in probably the past 5 years is that you could put them all on a wall, take a dartboard and just throw it at the wall and you'll hit something and find something of value out of it. Like watching some of these videos again, I was like, wow, that's really entertaining. I'm really proud of that little thing that I did in the video. Like the skits we did in the Pokemon Arceus video, and it's kind of funny that I think about that because back in 2017, I did buy a Switch and I thought the console was really cool, but for some reason I just never got into it. 2017, I'm still living at my mom's, I'm still making YouTube videos, and I made like a little Switch video but it was really a nothing burger. I dipped my toe into the water, but I just didn't get into any games on the system. It was like, oh, it doesn't have Call of Duty? All right, I'm out. But it's kind of funny how everything's came full circle, because even today, I'm now picking up new Switch games for the first time. Playing Smash. Never got into that before. I'm playing Splatoon 2 again as if it just came out, and I've been having fun with it. And I'm just thinking, man, why was I sleeping on all this stuff? Recently, I made a video about how this is like, I don't know what, my 4th Nintendo Switch that I bought, but now it's like, I'm really starting to get into some of the games on the platform. Like, the Switch is on its way out, and I'm like, hold up, this is kind of cool. Let me get back into it. And I've kind of been taking that philosophy with different game consoles. Like, we recently talked about the backwards compatible PS3. And again, the funny thing is that this is like my 3rd time buying this in recent years, but it's like, I'm just now making videos on this stuff. And I'm just thinking to myself, man, why didn't I do this earlier? It's so weird, man. It's like, I'm at the point in this channel's lifetime where I'm like, I've never had more stuff to talk about, and I've never felt so creatively blocked. Like this weekend, I was just sitting around like, man, I really want to make a video, but I just don't know what's worth spending my time on. So it's kind of weird as a creator that you have to mentally divide your time between what you want to play and what's worth playing to make a video on, if that makes sense. Sometimes I feel like, oh, should I play this game? Is it even worth my time if I'm not making some piece of content on it? Which is kind of sad, but I think a lot of people kind of had this feeling. But I wouldn't trade it for the world, man. It's been an interesting journey, and it's really cool to kind of live these old games in a new light. Like, even picking up the Xbox, which was my childhood console. I never played Halo. I never played the original Halo on an Xbox. And now I'm doing it, and I'm like, wow, this is really cool. And it's been really cool to see the progression over the years. Like, you watch a video from a month ago, and then watch a video from 3 years ago, and then watch a video from 6 years ago. They're totally different on the spectrum. I mean, I'm definitely on the spectrum, but sometimes it's surprising, and sometimes it's like, wow, man, I can't believe I wasted my time doing nothing but playing Call of Duty. But can I let you guys in on a little inside thought of mine? It's like a thing that I still haven't been able to mentally crack, even though I've opened myself up to all this new stuff on the channel. I still don't think I've figured out my audience. Like, with the channel being so different from what it used to be, like even 5 years ago, I'm just interested to know who has stuck around for that long. Like, did you come here for me screaming at Call of Duty and stick around because I started talking about Mod Nation Racers? Did you find me when I made that video on Fear Effect? Or did you come here recently when I interviewed David Goodrich? Man, we've moved around and done so many different things over the years that I've kind of just thought, what does my audience even want to see? What did they come here for? Like, when it comes to the experimenting with consoles thing, I'm like, do people even want to see me talk about video game consoles? Do they want to see individual games? And while we're talking about moving around, man, we've moved around in more ways than one. I think we've moved twice in the past year. I didn't realize this, but it hasn't even been a year since we moved out of our original apartment complex that me and my fiance moved to. This is our 5th apartment. Kind of crazy, man. But you do what you got to do to keep the rent down. It's ridiculous right now. The cost of living sucks. But it's crazy to see how the channel's changed over the years, and how I've changed over the years, and how that's kind of affected affected the videos over the years. 29-year-old me and 19-year-old me are not even the same person. Like, 19-year-old me is gonna get me in some trouble. The one thing that hasn't changed is that I just love video games and I love making videos. So those two things go hand in hand, and I'm just really thankful that I'm in a spot where I can continue to make videos. I'm thankful to have a platform to do that. I'm thankful to have people to watch these videos, and I'm even thankful for my cat laying next to me, even though he's a pain in the ass to get his cat hair everywhere. And I'm thankful for some of you guys that have became channel members and supported me financially in different ways over the years. Like having the thought that this could even be a second source of income in any realm imaginable. It's a pipe dream for sure, but man, I still dream about it, you know? It'd be great if one day I just woke up and didn't have to work a normal 9 to 5, but sometimes it's just hard to put that 9 to 5 energy into a channel like, man. But even if I'm not uploading consistently, just know that I've always got something I'm working on, man. The office is just in disarray. There's stuff everywhere. If you go and look out into the living room, I got cables all over the ground and different consoles hooked up to where I'm trying different things and recording different platforms. But one thing's for sure, man, we're gonna keep making videos. I feel like it's a little cliche to kind of be like, hey guys, let me know what you're interested in seeing on the channel. But honestly, man, I'm just really interested to know where you guys have came from. What part of my channel brought you to me over the years, and why did you stick around? Are you new here? Is this your first time seeing me? I don't know. It'd just be really interested to kind of read the room a little bit, you know? It's been over 10 years on this channel. We have almost 10,000 subscribers. It'd be really cool if we could hit 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year, man. I don't know if that'll happen, but that would be cool, man. 10,000 subscribers, 10 years. That'd be pretty cool. Anyways, guys, I'm getting to the point where I'm just rambling now, but one thing's for sure, man. I love making videos. It's been a fun 10 years. It's been an interesting 10 years, and here's to 10 more years, unless I die or YouTube shuts down. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging out with me. All right, Muggle, I gotta go get this thing edited. I'll see you later, homie. He never wants to meow into the mic.